Howdy guys, welcome back to yet another video. On this one, I'll be showing you all how to basically keep a repair small so you can blend out over two different panels without painting the whole side of your car. I do apologize, we've got a alarm going over the road. Don't know what's going on over there, but so here we've got a SsangYong, I think it is. This is actually my wife's boss's car. His wife actually sideswiped a truck. So what we're going to be doing, guys, as you can see, they've had a go at touching up these scratches. There's actually a small little dent in this little area here. So this is actually a white 3-layer pearl. So I'll be doing a couple of different videos trying to spread this all out so I'm not making a 1 hour long video. So the first video is this one. We're going to be basically assessing the damage. And then talking about different ways about going about keeping the repairs small so we don't have to blend the quarter panel, etc. We're basically going to be sanding down the two doors for blends. So to do that safely, we're going to be putting some tape over the plastic molds, areas where we don't want to sand. Alrighty guys, so we've masked everything up for sanding. The only real part we haven't done is this part here, so we'll just quickly do that. Sometimes it's just faster to open the door, but let's say you can't open the door up. We can't open the door, so we're going to put tape there. So 800 grit, guys. I wouldn't sand a blend panel with anything coarser. You don't really want to see scratches in your base coat and your pearl. So yeah, let's get sanding. Alrighty guys, so what we've done, we've repaired it. We've finished our repair in 320. We've sanded the front door and the back door with 800 grit, ready to be grey Scotch brighted with a scotchy paste once we've obviously sanded our primer. So at this stage of the job, all I'll be doing is putting the car in the booth. I'll be masking up for primer. We'll be putting like 4 coats of the DNA Paints HS primer over the repair. We are going to keep it pretty small because it is a backdoor blend. But yeah, with that said, let's get it in the booth, get it all masked up, and we'll throw some primer down. Alrighty guys, after a 500 point turn, we finally got it in. So now it's time to mask it up for primer. There's a couple of different ways of going about this. This is probably the easiest and the most safest way of going about masking up a repair of that size for blends. So ideally, you want to use and utilize as many body lines as you can to eliminate how much buildup of primer is on the edges. Obviously, you don't want overspray getting down inside the door jamb. So what we're going to do, guys, this is pretty basic, pretty straightforward, but we're just going to hard mask it right on that body line, on the edge of the door, like so. So obviously no primer can come into the door jamb. Now we're going to be putting what they call a back mask over the top. And then once this is down, we can then effectively shut the front door and then stick that back mask back onto the front door edge, or onto the front door there, like that. So we've got our hard mask on the inside, we've back masked over the top, and now we're just sticking that back onto the door. This is where we're going to be using our razor blade to chop the plastic out, and also it's going to be easier just to tape it down. So because we're going to keep it pretty small, we can mask along this body line up here. Now I'm not going to put my primer right up to there. I'll probably only just come to here. But I'm just going to utilize that body line for somewhere to mask off. So if worst case scenario happens, we get primer up there, being that it is on a body line and we've done our soft edge, we're not going to have any problems later. So same again down here. I'm just going to back mask along the bottom of the door here, just there like that. And then tape that down. And then same again here. So that this really determines how far the primer really goes. You will get some kind of overspray on, or near the tape. But this is pretty much a good spot to put it. So at least if we do get primer right up here, we've still got half a door to blend. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll just mask that up there like that. Put a little bit here. And that is our whole area masked up for primer. Now we do have a bit of a hole up here, so we'll just hard mask that on the edge of the door like that. And that's it. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. So far, I've probably been on the job maybe an hour, I'd say. The idea is to get it repaired, get it primed, and get it painted all in one day. So I'm expecting to probably be on the whole job for probably, I don't know, 5 hours maybe, around there, with bake times and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. So we're gonna get a razor blade, we'll chop that out, mask it up. So we'll just cut straight along there, down there. And being that we've got our tape there, it's gonna protect the original paint from being scratched. I usually am pretty careful with razor blades anyway. You kinda, over the years, you get used to how much pressure to put down on blades. But yeah, that's it, all masked up. Let's go turn the booth on, get some heat in here. Mix up our primer, we've got it outside. HS primer, we've got it in grey. Yeah, let's get into it. Alrighty, so we've got our Slim X Light, we've got our primer hardener, reducer, and I'm gonna have to blur all this out, you can't see in there. So we've got our primer, reducer, hardener, and our primer. We'll turn the booth on, get the burner on, shut this door. Shut this door so you guys can hear me. All right, welcome to the Dino Paints paint room. So this is where all the magic happens behind the scenes. We've got some plasma pearl there, which I was playing with the other day. All right, so HS primer, guys. So super easy to mix up, 4:1. If you want a high build application, if you want to reduce it down, you can. It's going to be obviously not as thick. It's not going to be a high build primer if you reduce it. Now, typically, whenever I'm doing any primer work, if I'm a little bit iffy about a repair or whatever, I will go full high build. But I know the repair on that's pretty good. So we'll grab a stick. I actually used this on a job a while ago. Not a while ago, but I can't remember what I used this on actually. I think it might have been on something on the Lexus, my car. So just give that a stir up. I do, all this paint up here is all mine, as you can see, Mark's paint. So we've got some grey primer up there, but that's all good. So all that paint was from that Harley you would have seen on one of my other videos, the Avatar blue base with the Dragonfly green candy. I'll put a little show note thing up in your top right hand side corner of the screen. Go check that video out. It was a pretty cool color to paint. Haven't really painted too many candies over colored ground coats. It's something that I want to try and probably do a little bit more of, experiment a little bit more with candies. An idea that I had one day was, what would it look like if you put a candy, or just any color, over the top of a color shift pearl? Now, in the past, when I'm painting multiple colors at one time, I tend to get multiple different colors on my glove. And sometimes I randomly come up with these pretty cool like combinations of colors, because let's say I paint a blue, I've got blue paint on my glove. If I paint a yellow, then I see the yellow on there. And if I'm painting like solid colors or metallics, at the same time as candy, then I get some pretty cool colors appearing on my glove. And one day I was painting Typhoon blue candy base coat, and I was also painting a yellow candy. So I ended up having yellow candy over the top of Typhoon blue on my glove, and I thought, oh, that color looks pretty cool. So I ended up painting a guard out. Have we got primer hardener up here? We'll use that one. That one's brand new from home, so actually, fuck it, I can't get the lid off that. We'll just open a brand newie. I've got so much paint at home from over the years. I really gotta maybe give it away or sell it, or just try and find stuff to paint for you guys for videos. I'm actually in the process of tidying up in my shed at home, and making a bit of a studio. Now what have I done here? Oh, we have gone to the one. Yep, all good. Just double checking that we've mixed our primer right. So, yeah, so I'm in the process of basically setting up a bit of a studio at home, so I can do a little bit more painting of motorbikes and stuff. I'm not really interested in painting cars for people, or in general. I mean, I am, but being a painter and being in an accident repair and resto industry for so many years, I feel that I've painted pretty much everything out there. Obviously there's a lot of cars and colors that I haven't painted, but I'm more interested these days in painting stuff that's really unique. I actually got approached by a guy the other day who's got a race car, but it's not an ordinary race car. It's like a Mini Cooper. It's got some forged Toyota swapped turbo powered thing in this car, and he asked me if I wanted to paint it. He wants it painted in a candy base coat, and I was like, yeah, I'm pretty keen. Not really keen on doing the body work on it. I'll sand it for paint, but that's pretty much it. Now, I haven't mixed up a great deal of primer. Our repair is pretty small, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So we'll go through this on the car, grab our mask. Our booth is turned on. We turned it on before, and it's at 26.5 degrees. So perfect painting temperature. So let's go through 4 coats down. Alrighty guys, our repair's all primed. It's all been applied with 15 minutes between coats. I've got 4 coats on there. So I'm gonna go bake this now for about 60 minutes at 60 degrees. So yeah, our boost system is pretty straightforward. As long as the burner's on and it's on a spray cycle, just hit it to bake like that. And yeah, give it about 5 minutes. That will like kick over, and the temperature will go up to about 60 degrees, 59 around there. And we've got it set for about 50 minutes. So yeah, all good.